Hello world, you guys know who this is. It's your favorite friendly neighborhood realtor, DC the Realtor, coming to you today from yet another beautiful new build community. And today, folks, we are in Menifee, California. If you don't know Menifee, folks, it's going to be like, so let's say north of Temecula, Marietta. It'll be east of Lake Elsinore, south of Paris, and say west of Hemet. Alrighty then, so today, folks, we have us, you can see the background, we have several models that we're going to preview. I'm going to try to do 3, I might just do 2. Nevertheless, we're definitely going to get you some good footage of some very well staged, very modernized model homes. These are actually detached condominiums. All right then, fairly spacious, okay then, and but very well staged, the floor plans are very excellent. All right then, I guarantee you folks are going to like it. Most of all, the price, they're priced in the mid to high 5s. Alrighty, folks. So that's always good. We keep it under 6 for you. All right then. So what we're going to do, we're going to go in. We're going to take a look. Right. We're going to hopefully, if you guys will like and comment and subscribe. All right then. You know, basically half of you folks that watch do not subscribe. All right then. So I'd appreciate it very much if you did. All right then. And I want to thank you for watching in advance. Okay, you could be anywhere in the world doing anything, but you're here, you're watching my channel, and believe me, folks, it is greatly appreciated. All right, let's go in and have a look at our first model. And also, I don't know if I forgot to mention, but these are all going to be priced in the mid to high 5s. All righty, folks, let's go on in and take a look. All righty, folks, there she is. She's our first model, and as you can see, she is a 2-story. And the particulars on this particular residence, it's a 1,650 square foot approximately, 2-story, 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2-car, right? Detached condo, they calling it. All right then, let's make our way in, folks. All righty, folks, and as we enter, the actual doorway to this particular unit is around the side. I'm not able to give you a full view because there's a fence right behind me. All right, but we're gonna go up and down and give you an indication of what's going on out here around the side of the home. All right, then this is the actual entrance for this particular model. And as we enter, I'd like to give you the price of the home. All right, and this particular model is gonna be going for $579K, folks. And look, as we enter, as you can see, it's what's known as contemporary modern floor plan known as open concept. And right away as we enter, you can see we are in the living area. All right then, and let's pan around. I want to give you a nice roll of the view of the living area. Yeah, so there's our living area, money shot. All right then, and adjacent to our living area is of course dining area. And then, as you can see, let's spin on around. Of course, adjacent to the dining area in our open concept. Here's a view from the dining area. Money shot. Here is our gourmet kitchen, folks. Okay, and usually I will be pointing out to you how the refrigerator is not included in the model, but this particular builder, along with many other incentives that they're offering, all the appliances are going to be thrown in with this deal. Typically, you would not get the refrigerator, but you would get the stove, right? You would get the dishwasher, and of course the microwave if there was one. There's no microwave here, right there. But like I said, in this particular case, the builder is offering as an incentive and implying the full appliance package that would include the refrigerator, washer, dryer, and whatnot. Excuse me. All right then. So note that we do have fairly sufficient storage space here. All right then, and a beautifully staged home. Lots of attention being paid to the details, right? The lighting, the hardware matching. That is a builder, folks, trying to draw your attention to the fact that they do pay attention to details. So if they pay attention to the little things like that when they're staging a home, imagine the attention to detail that they paid when they actually constructed it. Understand? Alrighty, folks. So, couldn't call myself much of an advocate for your success if I didn't remind you that in these situations, you absolutely do not want to come into these situations, meaning new builds, sales reps, leasing offices, model homes. You don't want to come into a situation like this without professional representation, okay? Just like you wouldn't want to go to court without a lawyer, right? There's a lot going on in real estate that people take for granted, okay then? So just want to make sure you understand, as your advocate, right, I'm doing it for you, I'm here for you, I'm voting for you, right? Everything is all about you, folks. So with that in mind, you definitely want to have an agent, if not me, someone else, but you definitely want to come into this agent so that you can go to a courtroom without a lawyer. Definitely want to come into a situation where you're attempting to purchase real estate or even sell real estate, okay, without professional representation. Okay, folks? Thank you very much. On to the rest of the video. Right there. So, as you can see, there's a very modest patio here, as is usually the case when you buy what's known as a condo. Excuse me, yeah. And yeah, that's typically the case when you buy a condo. There's usually not a lot of outdoor space, if any. So in this case, you know, we actually do have some. All right then, this is our outside space, patio, so to speak. All right, then let's make our way back in. All right then, and here's yet another view of our main kitchen. And as we re-enter, yet another view of the living area, dining room, so on and so forth. And then also on this level, folks, we also have, that would be your garage right there. That's our entry door, right? Stairway to the second level. Down this corridor here, we have a half bath. And of course, along the way to it, there is some storage. Storage alert. Always point out the storage, because if you're anything like myself and my family, you need all the storage you get. So, again, this is our half bath on our first level. Let's go on in and swing around. Come on out. I'm not even going to pause it. Here is your half bath on the first level. And as we make our way, folks, up to our second level of this 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,600 roughly square foot, 2-story condo. I want to be redundant and repeat that I am DC the Realtor. All right then. I'm affiliated with Century 21 King. Our office is in Rancho Cucamonga on Baseline Road. That is 9235 Baseline Road, Rancho Cucamonga. Please feel free to stop by. See us, folks. All right then. So as we make our way onto the second level, you see there's a corridor here, of course, leading to our bedrooms. So right here is the master. We're gonna go there actually last. Okay, always say that for last. But right here, these doors here, these are actually this is actually our laundry room. Okay, folks. And as I mentioned, the builder is throwing those in along with the home itself. Here's our little storage nook. Then we make our way down the hallway here. We have actually our first bedroom. Look at that. All right then. And spin on around. Come on out. Also, I want to remind you folks that there presently are down payment assistance programs available. Okay then, not just for first-time home buyers either. Okay then, the information is on the page right now. Call the number at the bottom of the screen. Give those folks a call and inquire. Or if you want to ask me, you can call me and inquire. If I can't answer your question, I can direct you to someone who can. Okay? Very important. Down payment assistance can lessen the amount of your mortgage payment by taking off of the actual sales price, or the price that you're purchasing the home for, thus decreasing your monthly mortgage payment. Invaluable. Okay? Down payment assistance. Be advised. Thanks, folks. All right then, and right to our right here, it's going to be yet another bedroom. This is our second bedroom. Money shot. All right then, let's get another view. Gonna just pan around. There she is. There's our second bedroom. All right. And adjacent to it, we have us a full bath. It's a full bath, whatever it has a tub shower combo, anything of that nature, along with the sink. All right then. All right. And then we have another bedroom adjacent to it. Look at that. Money shot. And of course, let's get us another view. We're just gonna walk around and spin around. All right, folks. Nice, huge windows in these rooms, letting in lots of natural sunlight, which is always important, helping to save on your electric bill. Right? Spacious closets in most of these bedrooms. Right, and last but not least, we're gonna come around the way here, back to where we started almost, and to the left here, we're gonna have our master bedroom, folks. Look at that. Alrighty then. Most important room in the house, along with the kitchen, in my opinion, is the master bedroom. All right, let's get us another view. Here's yet another view. And we also have a walk-in closet. What is a master bedroom without a walk-in closet, right? There she is. Let's come on out. Get another view of our master. And of course, to the left here, we have our master bathroom with the dual sinks, storage underneath as is usual. All right, mirrored. And adjacent to that, obviously, we have a very sizable shower. All right then, according to the build, everything you see pretty much is what you're gonna get here. All right then, it's a condo, and I will admit the price is it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. So to appease for that, all right, they're going to make sure that pretty much what you see in terms of the flooring, the fixtures, the hardware, right, anything that you would consider upgrades, they pretty much are going to be offering as part of the originally purchase price. Last but not least, folks, listen, if you like this home or anything else you see on my channel, when you're driving around town, you see a community like this, you see a for sale sign on a property, anything in real estate you want to purchase, you want to sell, give me a call. My number's at the bottom of the screen. All right then, I'll be more than happy to help you. I'm at your service. Okay, folks? Thank you for watching once again. Take care. Right then. So as we exit, as always, we remind you folks, DC the Realtor is of course on YouTube at DC the Realtor. Right, you can find me, and you can also find me on Instagram at DCW the Realtor, and I'm on TikTok also. I'm known as DC.the Realtor. Okay, folks. One last view, as always, if you watch my channel, of the open floor plan here. The open concept consists of our living room, that patio area, the dining area, the gourmet kitchen. All right, then don't forget we also had a full, a half bath down the corridor here. And as we exit, as always, I want to thank you folks for watching. And I'm gonna give you one last view of the property as we exit. Alrighty, folks, there she is. And once again, we have just previewed a 1,650 square foot, approximately 2-story condo that contains 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, and a 2-car garage with a starting price high fives, $579 to be specific, folks. Alrighty then. And as always, I want to thank you folks for watching. You could be anywhere in the world doing anything and you're watching my video. Wow, greatly appreciate it. All right then, do me a favor, folks. Take care. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Call the number at the bottom of the screen if you have any inquiries. If you want to take a tour, so on and so forth. Need representation. DC the Realtor at your service. DC the Realtor signing off. Take care.